for those of you just arriving, reconnecting to your breath, noticing where you are in time and space, physicality, slowing down, taking that pause to think about how you might like to show up today on your mat or today in the world, such as it is, with all the beauty and challenges. And potentially flip your hands open on your thighs and have a little shimmy and sit up a little bit more tall, a little more intentionally. And enjoy a breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And we'll just take 3 more purposeful breaths in and out. And another big breath in and out. And notice how you feel on this morning in December or whenever you're doing this practice. Just taking a moment to experience it and sit with it. Giving yourself a little extra time, excuse me, to arrive here in this moment, letting the swirl settle. My invitation this morning is around compassion for yourself and kindness to yourself, however you may feel this morning. Just a recognition that it's human to feel however you feel, to be responding however you respond. And that you can show up with kindness and non-judgment for yourself and a bit of compassion. I was having a conversation with my daughter-in-law about being a grandma and how I just wanted to be that non-judgmental grandma. My 2.5-year-old grandson is adjusting to his new life with twin sisters. And everybody's frustrated with him, but not me. And I remember that my grandmothers were pretty judgy. And I said, well, I just want to be that non-judgmental, safe space. And it occurs to me that we can also be that non-judgmental, safe space for ourselves. That space where you can just crawl in and get a hug from someone who isn't judging you. And for someone who doesn't complain that you didn't hold it together well, or you got angry, or whatever it is. And how might the world feel different if you were that space for yourself? In an ideal world, we'd all have that grandma out there still. Some of us never had her. And for others, maybe that grandma is far away or not still here. But what if you were that version of a human for yourself? And why not? Because we all need that human. And the best place to find her is right where you are. And so for those of you who had that grandma, remembering some of the things that she offered. And for those of you who didn't, you can think about what you wish she had offered or what you would offer if you were that grandma. What you would offer perhaps to that toddler who is wanting the world to be different than it is, or who is frustrated because people are not understanding or seeing his point of view. or who is wishing that things could be in his control, or that things could be the way they were. Imagine how often we feel exactly the same way. And could we be that person for ourselves who shows up with a big hug, unconditional love, and kindness? Because remembering when that person shows up that way and believes in you and believes that you'll figure it out, you melt and you soften. So what if we could be that person for ourselves? What might that look like? Taking in a big deep breath, wrapping your heart with it, pouring it around into your belly, all the way down to your toes. And a huge exhale. And bring a hand to heart and another hand atop. And setting your intention around some of that. Might you be able to show up with a little more compassion, a little more support? Maybe just envisioning that grandma hug, whatever that looks like for you. And I think for many of us, we think that's so far away, and then all of a sudden you're right there. And recognizing we can be that person no matter who's in our life. But what about starting with yourself? We're always waiting for someone else to bring kindness. And Charlie Mackesy always says, you can start by being kind to yourself. And flipping your palms to the uncomfortable hold, just noticing it's uncomfortable. Not a problem, doesn't mean you can't do it or shouldn't do it. It just feels unfamiliar. And switching back to the comfortable organization of your hands. Notice how that feels. Press the heel of your hand into the heart space, sending yourself some kindness and compassion. And maybe just an inkling to try it out, see how it feels for a day or two, or part of a day, or for 5 minutes. Maybe just this practice, and then you can decide how you might like to move forward. Enjoy the top hand rubbing on the bottom hand, melting that cortisol in your saliva. It's a little bit like an adult rubbing your back when you're a kid. Letting yourself enjoy it, allowing that to feel good. Come to stillness and take a breath. Send it to the palmar surface of your hands. And a huge exhale, releasing any tension or resistance. Notice how you feel. We'll bring our hands together, creating some heat and warmth. Press your thumbs into your sternum. Finger pads will reach to the sky. And set your own intention, whatever comes to mind, potentially related to those invitations or not. If something else is popping up, allow that to be the intention. Grandmas let you do random weird things. They don't care if it fits. So allowing all of that. Taking in another breath to seal in whatever comes to mind as your intention. Tuck it in behind your heart. And a huge exhale, lowering your hands and opening your eyes, shaking wrists out. Shrug your shoulders up to your ears. Enjoy a massage. Enjoy the sensations. Pinch, pinch, pinch. And lower your shoulders. Let's give ourselves a huge hug to start. Squeezing yourself as tight as you can. Tight, tight, tight. And have a little rock. Bring chin to chest. Round your back a little bit more. Coming back up to shoulder height. Opening your arms. Press them into the sidewall. Spread your fingers. Pinch your scapula. Release. And give yourself a hug the other way. Squeezing tight. Maybe a little bit of rocking. Release some oxytocin. Drop your chin to chest. Round a little extra here. Coming back up to sit upright. Untangle. Lower your right hand to the floor. Reach over the left and enjoy a bit of a stretch. Go as far as you can. Bend the right elbow. Press into that right elbow and switch sides. Plant the left hand, bend the left elbow, and let the right side open, 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 open. Coming back up, right, let your arms come to a T, scooping, coming into a huge beach ball, sucking your navel back and opening your arms out like the Titanic. Pinch your scapula. And do that 2 more times, opening up your chest, letting your heart shine forward, waking up your spine and your back. Lower hands and create some snow angels, unsticking your scapula here. Stop at the top. Inhale your, interlace your fingers, flip your palms up to the sky, a slight arch back. Exhale, round forward, suck your belly all the way to your spine, palms reach forward, crown of the head reaches forward. Inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, round forward into that seated cat. Palms are going to reach forward. Use your belly here. Inhale, look up, reach up. Bring your chin back to neutral. Open your arms, and we're going to come into eagle arms, left elbow under right. Grab your thumb or put your palms together, elbows to shoulder height. Pause here. Breathe. Pour the breath into that interscapular space. Exhale, let it out. Inhale, lift up an inch. Exhale, round forward, suck your belly and drop your head and neck. Let your back open. Inhale, lift up to shoulder height. Pause here. Press your elbows against each other. Release. Untangle. Press your hands into the side walls. Make some fists. Squeeze tight, tight, tight. With the fists, pinch your scapula. Release. Gaze leftward gently. Drop your chin to your shoulder. Lifting up. Gaze to the right, slowly being kind to your neck. Drop your chin to your chest, to your shoulder. Lift up. Come back to center. And we'll come into eagle arms the other way. Press your elbows against each other to start. Release. Lift up an inch. Exhale, round forward. Curl into that ball. Suck your navel all the way back. Drop your head and neck. Come back up to shoulder height and untangle. Stretch your arms wide. Lower them down and we'll spread our legs into a wide angle pose. You can stay up on your bolster or block or not, you choose. It doesn't matter. Whatever feels good to you today. Walk your hands forward, come into a hinged waist with your heart shining forward and let the energy shift in the back of the legs. Wiggle your toes, wiggle like crazy. Walk forward another inch or 2 or 6, depending on what room you have, and invite the energy to move. Close your eyes, welcoming that shift, welcoming the energy. And with eyes closed, thinking about that unconditional support you might offer to yourself. And it doesn't mean that you don't do hard things or anything you mess up is fine. It's just that safe lap to crawl in, someone who always appreciates that you did your best. Huge breath in and an exhale. Bend your elbows and let that energy move. When you feel safe, you have more capacity to let things move, to try harder, new things. Sliding up, sitting up. You're going to slide off whatever you are on. Plant your hands on the floor, pick your hips up and slide forward a little bit more. Let your heart shine forward. Your chest sticks out, shoulders down and back. Root your sit bones down, engage your legs, lift your heels up. Huge breath in. Exhale, let it out. Bring your right foot into the left inner thigh. And you're going to find your belly. Inhale, reach your arms up. Twist leftward and wrap. Your right hand will come to the left outer calf and your left hand will come into the right hip crease. And enjoy that twist. Flex your left ankle and engage your right leg at the same time. Twist a little further if you can. Gaze over that left shoulder if you can. Tug a little with the right hand and stretch the right shoulder. Untangle. Bring your right hand behind you and lift up into Wild Thing and enjoy a stretch here. Outer edge of the left foot is going to reach into the earth. Lower your hips down, slide down that right leg and reach over. Enjoy your right waist. Coming back up, both arms up, you will untangle your right foot and bring your left foot into your right inner thigh. Take a moment to find your sit bones if you are a little wonky. Reach your arms up, find steady, grow as tall as you can, enjoy your side body, twist rightward, and wrap yourself into a pretzel. Right hand into the left hip crease, left hand on the outer calf. Engage your right leg, flex your right foot, and wrap a little tighter. Pull a little bit with the left hand. Gaze over the right shoulder. Enjoy the stretch. Using your belly here to protect your back. Untangle, lift up into that Wild Thing. Let it feel really good. You might even come up onto your right tippy toes and stretch your armpit a little bit or roll both ankles. Coming back down, slide down the right leg, reach over, enjoy your waist. Opening up a little bit more movement in the waist and the trunk. Lifting up. Bring both feet into butterfly pose and have a flap. Enjoy your inner thighs here for fun. Close eyes and pause. Just notice. And take a moment to connect to that idea of that unconditional support of yourself. What comes to mind for me is that wrapping arms of an adult. Could be your mom, could be anybody. That adult out there who always supported you. There's usually one out there, or one you wish you had, or imagine what it would have felt like and what that might have brought you. When you are in butterfly, noticing your inner groin and your creative centers and your safety centers in the root chakra and the sacral chakra, the sacral plexus. Slide your feet out a little bit. You're going to bring your knees together. Send your left leg long. Hug your right knee into your chest. Tight as you can. Left hand will come to the outside of the right foot. Stretch it long. Enjoy the stretch in the outer right leg. And notice the sole of your foot, pressing it straight forward. You can turn it to the left, turn it to the right. Tiny little subtle shifts. You might point it or flex it, or you might not be able to reach it at all, and that's also fine. Plant your right hand behind you. Press your fist into the floor. Inhale, sit up tall. Use your belly, gaze over the right shoulder. Twisting back to center, place your right foot on the left side and wrap yourself up, twist rightward once again. Your left hand can come on the inside of that right foot, or you can wrap it, you choose. Do what feels better to you. Do a counter twist to be kind to your back. Pick up that foot, bring it back to the right side, slide it long, and switch sides. Hug the left foot in, find your sit bones. Right hand will come to the outer left foot, stretch long. Play with the sole of the foot for a little bit here. Feels kind of good. Plant your left hand behind you as a fist or flat palm. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, twist rightward. This is the part where you stretch yourself, maybe a little beyond comfort, noticing how safe and secure you are. What if you could be those comfy arms to come back to when the world seemed hard? That safe base. Twisting back to center, you will pick your Put your left foot on the right side, come into a twist, twist leftward once again. Let the twist be a spine lengthener. Grow tall, twist leftward. Enjoy a counter twist to the right and come back to center. You're going to leave your left knee on top, bend your right knee and slide it under you, coming into cow face pose if you can do it. You'll just slide it under you, grab your feet, and stack your knees one atop the other if you can. If you can't, just come into cross-legged and sit up tall. For those of you in cow face pose, notice your sit bones. Try to sit in the center and sit up tall and enjoy a hip release. Lots of energy and tension in the hips. And notice when you are practicing kindness and compassion to yourself and that unconditional cozy lap, that you can sit taller. You have a little more space. Squeezing a little bit tighter, tugging a little bit farther closer to you if you can. And we will release, stretch long, and switch sides. So your right knee will be on the top, your left knee on the bottom, and you'll draw your feet closer to you. And I know that not everyone can do this pose. Just sit up in a cross-legged pose if it doesn't work for you. Grow tall. Reach the crown of your head to the sky. Let your shoulders drop. Breathe in. Pour the breath into your hips. Sending yourself some kindness here. Huge breath out. Untangle. Stretch your legs long. Move the flesh of your seat once again. Slide down your legs to your toes. Round forward and enjoy a forward fold for a minute. Wiggling toes, point and flex. Do what feels good to you. Letting the energy move, inviting yourself to feel good, wake up. Notice what you enjoy moving. Is it big toes, little toes, ankle circles? Play with it a little bit. Slide forward a little bit further and see if you can allow the energy to move. Pour the breath in all the way down through your chest. Create some space. Exhale, let it out. Sliding up to your knees, to your thighs, swing around, come to hands and knees. And we are going to come into thread the needle straight up. Your knees will be as wide as your hips, tops of the feet on the ground. Plant your left hand under, reach your right arm up, and thread it through the left hand and the left knee. Land on your right ear and stretch your left hand long. Your rear end will slide back a bit. And enjoy 4 more breaths here. Big breaths, pour them in. Seeing if while you're here, gazing under your left armpit, you might connect to some of that reminder in your body of a bit of the unconditional love or support from somewhere. And if you can't remember it from anywhere, imagine what it would feel like. Last breath on this side. Bringing your left hand back by your face, untangle. Reach your arm up to the sky. Come back to tabletop. Take a moment to find center. Enjoy the transition. Find steady. Find your belly. Reach your left arm up. Thread it through. Come into a wrap on the left ear. Stretch your right arm long. Remember to breathe. Thinking about those toddlers that can curl up literally like this in your lap and what it felt like to be them. Could you offer yourself that same kind of a hug and safe space as someone's lap? Because why not? That's actually what helps them grow and try new things and be independent. Feels really good, actually. Bring your right hand back by your face. Untangle, reach it up if you can, and come back to tabletop. Walk your hands forward, curl your toes, and lift right up to downward dog. And enjoy it. Pedal your feet. Let your sit bones reach to the sky. Downward dog is a spine stretch. Think of it that way. Pressing into your hands, shooting your hips up to the sky. Let it feel amazing here. Huge breath in and out. Ground into the ball of your right foot and raise your left leg up to the sky into a three-legged dog. Square it out. Hips will be square to the floor or parallel to the floor, not on an angle. Huge breath in. Stretch your heel into the back wall. Exhale, gently bring your foot between your hands. Come into a low lunge to start. We won't be here long, so you probably don't need your blocks. Bring your hands to your left thigh and enjoy a release in the right hip flexor. If you wish, reach your arm to the sky. Let it feel good. You can take your left thumb and middle finger, grab your right wrist, and tug an inch or two to the left and enjoy the sensations. A little goes a long way here. Come back to center. Bring your hands to heart center. Hook your right elbow over the left knee and come into a little bit of a twist and notice the shift here. Come back to center. Lower hands, curl your back toe, lift up to a high lunge. Plant your right hand or your right fist into the earth, straight your back leg and twist to the left. Reach your left hand to the sky. Bring your left hand into your right hip crease. Draw your shoulder back, gaze up, engage your right glute, straight that right leg a little bit more. Reach that left hand up to the sky once more. Lower it down to the floor. Steady your feet. We're going to lift up to that high lunge, both arms up to the sky, and sink in. Sink as low as you can. You might want to readjust your feet once you get here. Both feet are facing forward. Your right hip flexor should be stretching a fair bit here. Reach your arms to the sky. Reach your arms out, reclasp them at the sacrum. Press your fists down and back, shoulders down and back. Drop your chin to your chest. Gaze back to center. Release your hands, bring them to heart center. Straight your front knee. And bend it. Bend it a little lower each time. Straight the front knee. And bend. Engage your right glute as you come up and straight that knee. And bend. Pause here. You're going to hinge forward at the waist halfway. Hook your right elbow on that left knee and come into a high lunge twist. Straight your back leg, stretch your calf. Couple of breaths. Twist back to center, rising back upright. Lower your hands to the floor. Walk your front foot a little bit more midline. Hop your back foot forward. Come into a pyramid pose. Straight that front leg and enjoy a stretch in the back of the front leg, lifting up all 10 toes. Lower them down. Shift your weight forward and back. Inhale, lift up a little bit, and exhale, fold forward.
walking your hands forward about 18 inches. They can be on fists or fingertips. You're going to bend your front knee and raise your right leg up to the sky into a half splits. Roll your ankle. Doesn't have to be perfect form. You may bend and straight that standing leg, flex and point your toe, roll the ankle. Lower the back leg alongside the front leg. Sink into a chair pose, wide feet. Bring your hands to your heart center and just sit. Lift up your toes. You might reach your arms up or not. Lower hands, shoot your hips up, release into a forward fold. Your legs might be straight, they might be bent. Invite a sway, release your back. Release your hands, unroll your spine. Coming up to stand in Tadasana. Take a moment here to enjoy it. Notice how it feels. Lifting up all 10 toes, lower them down. Bring your hands together at heart, press them into your sternum, lift up onto your tippy toes. Embrace the wiggles and the wobbles, the stretch. Lower your heels down, lift up your toes. Plant your toes, root them like tree roots. Lowering hands, circle them out and up. Palms will come together and drip them down to heart center. Pause here for a moment. Thinking about whatever intention you set. What did you want to explore or feel or experiment with? Wrapping yourself with breath and kindness and that unconditional support. The reminder that you're doing the best you can, you're working on it, you're learning, you're growing. Funny how we think that's only for little kids. Toddlers are kind of a reminder that we're all toddlers somewhere in there. We just learn better coping mechanisms. They just show the human spirit like it is. Lowering your hands, reach your arms out and up, a huge circle. Palms come together, drip forward into a forward fold. Inhale for that half lift. Let your rear end stick out. Exhale, forward fold. We'll step back directly to downward dog and take a moment here. Waggle your hips. Find center. Let yourself hang out here upside down for a moment. When you're ready, ground into the left foot and raise your right leg. Come into that three-legged dog and hang out here for a moment. Steady your hand, straight both legs, straight your right leg, left leg. Let that energy shift everywhere. Everything is engaged. Huge breath in and out. Next, inhale, send it to your right heel. Exhale, gently bring it between your hands. Come into that low lunge. And if there's anything I'm doing today you don't want to do, just don't do it. Grandmas tend to not make you do things, the nice grandmas anyway. Bring your hands to your right thigh. Slide your left knee back. Recognizing too, not everyone can be that unconditional supporter, and that we all need at least one. Maybe we should be that one for ourselves. Maybe there's enough other people out there judging us to go around. I'm certain there are. Remember to breathe. Reaching arms up if that is okay for you. Right thumb and middle finger grab the left wrist, tilt leftward an inch or so. A little goes a long way. Don't overdo it. Come back to center. Bring your hands to heart center. Hook the left elbow on the right knee and twist into that low lunge twist. Come back to center. Lower hands. Curl your back toe. Lift up to the higher lunge. Plant your left hand, twist rightward. Reach your right arm to the sky. Notice your back leg. Straight your knee. Press your heel backwards. You should have a lovely heel stretch. Right hand comes into the left hip crease and gaze upward. Untangle. Bring your hands both back to the floor. Readjust your feet and get ready to climb up to the high lunge. Steady your feet. Set yourself up for success. And when you're ready, reach your arms to the sky. Bend that front knee a little bit more. Opening arms out, clasp them at your sacrum, shoulders down and back, chin to chest. Release your hands, bring them to heart center. Hinge at the waist halfway, hook and twist. As you're twisting, press your back heel back. Let it feel like a beautiful stretch in the calf. Coming back to center. You can lower your hands to the floor. Walk that front foot a little bit more midline, hop the back foot forward. Come into the pyramid pose and enjoy the stretch in the back of the front leg. Remember to breathe. Shift your weight forward and back. Lift up the front toes. A half lift and bend your elbows. Soften in. Sit here in your body for a moment. Remembering that feeling of being hugged and held somewhere. You felt it somewhere in your life. That unconditional support, that person believing in you more than you do. Holding space for you. Walking your hands forward about 18 inches, you'll lift up your back foot. You might bend your front knee and straighten it. Notice how that feels. Roll the ankle, point and flex. Do what feels good here. There's no perfectionism. So let yourself enjoy it. Bring the back leg alongside the front. Come into a forward fold. Clasp your elbows and enjoy a sway, whatever that might look like for you. Plant your left fist, bend your left knee, straight your right, twist rightward, roll your right wrist. Switch sides. Come back to center and enjoy a big sag here. Lowering your hands and unroll yourself up to stand. Take your time. When you arrive, let it feel good. Just notice all the things adjusting, gifting yourself that time for adjustment. Lifting up all 10 toes, lowering them down. Opening eyes, bring your hands to your hips. Find steady in your legs. You might undo any kinks that need undoing. Ground into your right foot and lift your left knee up to hip height. Pause here. You're going to extend that left knee long and bend it. Extend it long and bend it. Bring your right hand to the outer left thigh, maybe, and twist leftward. You could bring your left hand all the way back or wrap it into your hip crease. Do what feels good today. Grow tall. Embrace the wiggles and the wobbles. Believing you're doing your best. And untangle back to center. Bring the sole of your foot to your calf. Reach your arms up into tree. Opening your arms out wide. Bring them together in front and bring your hands to heart. Bring your knee forward and shake it out. Rolling your ankles, releasing. Come back to center. Lift up onto your tippy toes. Find steady and lower. Lift up the toes of the left foot. Send them down like roots. Bring your hands to your hips. Find steady. Raise your right knee to hip height and pause here for a second. Straight the foot and bend it. And straight and bend it. Bring your left hand to the outer right thigh. And you can wrap your right hand into the left hip crease and twist a little bit leftward. Or you might bring your hand, it might be different on this side. Doesn't matter. Coming back to center, bring your hands back to your hips for steady. And you'll bring your right sole of your foot to the calf. Reach up into tree. Arms out. Center, hands to heart. Bring your knee forward and shake it out. Let's come down to lie down with your knees bent today. And take a moment here on the floor to connect to the earth and that sense of being held when all is well. Might be that sense of first lying in bed at night or getting a hug from a great hugger. That sense of being cared for, taken care of. Bring your right ankle atop the left knee, thread your hands through, come into a figure four here. Have a little rock. Both ankles are flexed. Press your right elbow into your right knee. Remember to breathe. Straight your left leg, heel will come to the ceiling. Press your hamstring into your hand. Point your toe and flex the ankle. Point your toe and flex the ankle once more. Bend your knee, come back to 90 degrees. Release your hands. You're going to grasp your left ankle, your right ankle, bend your left knee. We're going to come into that cow face pose lying down for a moment. Knee on top of knee and enjoy a little stretch here. If you have room, you can rock a little bit, sending some kindness and appreciation to your hips for all that they do. A lot. Release the hands. Come back to that figure four. Lower your left foot. Reach your arms overhead in an easy cactus. We're going to come into that figure four twist here. Arms overhead, drop leftward. Into the figure four twist. You might gaze rightward if you have a little more room. Send some love to your hip. Breathe deeply. Come back to center. Untangle. Lower your right foot and replace your left ankle over right knee. Find your sacrum, undo your shoulders. Thread your hands between and come into figure 4 on this side. Flex your ankles to protect your knee. Your left elbow will press into that right knee. Let it feel amazing. Let yourself melt here. And remind yourself of that melt into a safe space. What if you could create that safe space for yourself? Believe in yourself, support yourself. Remember, you're doing your best. You try as hard as you can. We show up each day being human, and that's enough. But we often don't believe it ourselves. So if you have a person out there who believes in you like that, and if you have someone who you could believe in like that, it's also a practice, a re-inspiration that we can do that for ourselves and we can do that for each other, not everyone, but have a special person or two. I've found this reminder in my sweet grandson very helpful. I'm like, wow, I give him a lot of grace. I could give myself a little more grace because he's human. Just a reminder of how hard it is to be human and how much work we do as adults to control those impulses and emotions. And wouldn't it be nice if we were just as forgiving of ourselves? Straight your right leg to the sky, flex your ankle, press your heel to the sky. Point your toe and flex it, and point it and flex it. Bend your knee and come into the reclining cow face pose, knee over knee. It may work better on one side than the other. Suspend judgment, show up non-judgmentally with that unconditional support. And maybe you could give it to yourself. Untangling, coming back to the figure 4. Lower your right foot, reach your arms overhead, drop to the right, and enjoy your waist and the hip, and gaze leftward if you have more room. And if not, don't do it. Two more breaths here. Really enjoy them. Coming back to center, untangle. Lower your feet to the floor, knees bent. We're going to actually roll over here onto your belly, gracefully, if you can, and come to Sphinx pose. Belly on the floor, elbows under your shoulders, fingers spread wide. Send your hip bones downward. Engage your glutes, tops of the feet, gaze forward. Engage your lower back, let it feel good. Let in 4 breaths all the way to your tippy toes here. When you're complete, curl your toes and press back to child's pose, knees apart, toes together. Lower your forehead and come into quiet stillness here. Sinking your hips towards your heels. And take a moment to notice how the practice feels. remembering your breath, remembering the invitation of being your own supporter, your own grandma, in case yours is no longer available or was never available. We always think someone else should do that job, but what if we did that job for ourselves? And what if we did that job for one other person? And what if that other person for whom it came naturally, you could watch how you do that and bring that to yourself? Three more breaths here. With each breath, inviting something to let go and relax. From here, we're going to slide forward onto your belly. Let your hands be a pillow and come into a prone shavasana here for a few moments. Everything facing down into the floor. Taking a few moments to just enjoy being on the floor, noticing how good it feels to have information coming from the earth. A bit of quiet. And when this side feels complete, you curl your toes and roll over onto your back for Shavasana. And if you want to stay on your belly, because it feels good, do that. You choose, and you could choose knees bent or legs extended. Choose what feels best to you. And if you want a blanket or a bolster, feeling a little more supported in the winter months, do that. Wherever you've arrived, let yourself settle in. Let the earth hold you. Let go of control of the breath. Let this feel like you're falling asleep in someone else's arms, or as a kid, trying to stay awake when someone's holding you, but falling asleep. That held, safe, cocoon-like spot. Allowing yourself to soften. Letting the earth and the mat hold you. Maybe hug you. As you spend a little bit of time restoring, refilling, absorbing those positive, loving, caring, believing, hoping feelings. Shavasana.
Gently begin to deepen your breath. Slowly start to wiggle fingers and toes. And when it feels right, enjoy a stretch. And when that feels complete, slowly make your way up to a comfortable seat where we began. Send your root downward, grow your spine tall, reach the crown of your head upwards. Place your hands lightly on your thighs, up or down, you choose, and drop into that Shavasana feeling again. Reconnect with your breath intentionally. Thank you all so much for practicing with me today. May we all remember what it feels like to have someone believe in us and support us unconditionally. Someone who believes that we are doing the best we can, that we try hard, and that we're wonderful just the way we are. May we be that person for ourselves and for someone else. And may the world benefit from all of it. Bring your hands to heart, sending yourself some oxytocin, kindness, compassion, support. Enjoy the top hand on the bottom hand, pressing in, taking in a big deep breath. And a huge exhale. The light and love in me supports the light and love in each and every one of you. Namaste.